If you could pitch a show that you would like to get a green light, like something that you would be like, I can get behind this and do this my whole life. I love this idea, but the audience is not, like, it's not proven.
Right.
Is that it? Do you have that, like, your baby?
I have 100.
But something,
and I think that, like, the audience is, I think the audience is being diversified because we have the internet now. Instead of, like, there being 6 networks that are for women and women's programming, now we have an entire world where we're just making, like, smaller channels, like smaller verticals, digital verticals. So instead of there being 6 networks that are for women, there's an entire, there's digital
online
platforms,
presence.
and then people who are just like making their own content, and women are finding it, or people are finding it. I say women because generally
that would be sorry, not to cut you off, but that's the tricky thing, is finding that audience, because they're there. You see the women memes trending. How do you capture them?
I wrote a comment on, are you in a Facebook group called Comedy Gal Pro Tips? There was a conversation about that idea that, like, the question was kind of like, how do we get marginalized audiences to come to our shows? Mm-hmm. And it's a little less about, like, the point that I was generally trying to make was, like, the audience is marginalized, not just, like, because, like, everything about them is marginalized. Like, they're not able to go find comedy. They don't have the time and the privilege of time and energy to, like, be fans. Like, and the comparison
Women are busy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, like, the comparison
holding
I made
it all
was,
together.
Like,
glue.
Right? And it's true. Like, so the point I made was, like, Joe Rogan has a podcast on the internet that is, like, for men like him who have been, like, comedy has been tailor-made for them their whole lives. Yes. So they just, like, watch comedy, and it's been made for them, and they consume it, and they become fans, and they comment, which bumps the algorithm, and they make fan pages, and they go see him live, and they buy the merch. And the equivalent of his audience for us is, like, cleaning their bathrooms.
Cleaning their bathrooms. Like, that's right. Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, so like, it's basically men with time and money who are able to support people. So, and they're going to support people. And so it's just this, like, chicken and egg thing. Yeah. Because the people who are marketable have a market, but they only have a market because the market can support them. So it's just, like, super cyclical.
Yes,
so, like, like I said, a woman who, like, is doing the invisible labor around her house and is so exhausted at the end of the night that she can't even search Netflix for female comedy special. So Netflix isn't going to make that because it's not profitable. There's not a market. So it's just, like, this, like, really cyclical thing, which I would be really bummed about if I didn't think that it was changing and that it was being equalized because of the internet.
Yeah. Well, and your generation's changing things.
I think so.
Really changing things.
Yeah, I think, too, that, I think it feels like a slow burn because, like, we're in it. But I don't think this change has ever been so rapid, which is also why most men are losing their shit. And that's, like, you can't say anything anymore.
Right.
Because it's just, like, this is the first time that the audience has ever been democratized. So, like, they have a say for the first time ever.